Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a tree that's not really cooperating and it's hanging over our electric fence. I think another tree fell on it and made it like come down. You gotta point the camera up. Anyway, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and it's a very traumatic experience what we're gonna be doing today. Okay, so the only reason we don't take down every tree on our 221 acre property is because how would we get firewood every year? Just that's the only thing holding us back. Like as of right now, like I'm really irritated that this tree is it's doing this. But you also gotta respect the tree. So when I take this down, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it properly and safely. It's all about safety too. So I'm gonna be showing you the proper way to like help the tree get through this process and then help your body get through the process because it's very traumatic. So before we get into taking this tree's life, I want to just give you a little tour of it. It's right over there. That tree fell in the back of that tree, which I don't actually think it hit it, but for some reason this tree is over here, and we'll just say it's the tree's fault, okay? So I brought the excavator over to get little Birchie out of the way. The main part of the video is how to take a tree down over an electric fence. This is the electric fence, runs all the way down there, pretty far, but that's not all. It runs all over a 100-acre hayfield on the perimeter, and it runs around our house, our cow pasture, so we probably have, I don't even know how many miles. We have miles of this stuff. Alright, now I'm going to show you the proper way to take down this tree. So obviously whenever you work with trees and under trees, like anytime you're in the woods basically, you want to wear a safety hat. So I chose this one. It's just in case anything ever fell and like hit my head, I just don't want to get hurt. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some duct tape. The duct tape allows us to just like mark where we're going to make the cut. So it looks like I'm going to take these two guys down. Actually, this is called Gorilla Tape, I'm sorry. Since we do this a lot, we buy Gorilla Tape in bulk. I mean, it is expensive stuff, but it's necessary. You gotta use it just to be safe. You don't want to cut the tree in the wrong spot, you know what I mean? Okay, so, well, chainsaw's not that big, so usually we'll just do this. Just make like an inch gap. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything. It just has to work. Perfect. Okay. So now we made the mark where we're gonna cut the tree. I mean, it's taking a life. It's not an easy thing to do, so I'm getting a little emotional. You know, I'll edit some stuff out because it's not really a nice thing to see. Obviously, I know you guys are probably upset just like me for doing this. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. I took a little break. But the next thing to do in this process is put the muffs on the tree. So the ear muffs allow the tree, or the part that we're not cutting, so we put them right under the cut point, just because we don't want to damage the stump, and we don't want the tree to, you know, freak out because it's gonna be loud. This is the life we're taking, but down here we're gonna leave that. If all goes to plan, I mean, it's all trial and error, if you know what I mean. All right, so obviously the next thing we have to do is grab the tree with the excavator. We're gonna grab it right below the midpoint, so most like where the top is, and that's gonna allow us just to hold the tree. So one thing we don't want to happen is for this tree to fall on the fence right here. If the tree falls on the fence, there's a potential fire hazard because the tree's grounded. The electric fence is really, it's live, and it gets really hot. Oh. Okay, I'm back and I'm feeling better. Fence is on. Found that out the hard way. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the tree. All right, so when you're at a 35-degree pitch like this, it might be 27. I forget. I measured it earlier. You gotta be sure. Safety first. When you grab the tree, it's gonna like level out on its own because you're gonna squeeze it. So we just don't want anything bad to happen, because if something bad happens, I get fired, lose my job. This is a big commercial farm I work at, so everything has to be done the right way. I don't know why I make videos on it, because if my coworkers see it, it's a good idea. Alright, so before we get into grabbing the tree, safety glasses are a big thing in tree work. Tree companies always wear the helmets, but then with the earmuffs on the helmets, when the tree is cracking and falling, you can't hear it falling. So it's not safe for me. I have lost a little bit of my hearing from using chainsaws because they're extremely loud, and the muffler is like right by the front, especially when you cut in different ways like I do, the upside down and everything. The muffler's pointed right in your ear pretty much. So safety glasses protect against the fumes from hitting your eyes, because your eyes are very important. And then they're also used to get the dust off of them. Am I right? Am I right? So they're also used in just protecting your eyes from sticks, brush, anything that falls from the tree if you're looking up. So you just want to make sure that they're well fitted, if you know what I mean. So obviously they went perfect, just as planned, like everything on this farm does. So the tree is held up right now by the tree is held up by the excavator right now. So now we're gonna make the incision, the cut. Alright, so you got your safety cap, so no sawdust gets in your hair, because that's always really annoying. And then you got your shades, which protect you from, I've had mosquitoes like biting me when I'm cutting trees. They really are angry. So when you use a chainsaw, the mosquitoes come out. I don't know if you know that, but it like vibrates like everything in the air because it's so loud. It's a two-stroke. So you want to, just in case like mosquitoes bite your eye or anything, your ears are fine. Again, don't wear earmuffs when you're cutting down trees. Take it. I mean, you don't take it from me, but do not wear earmuffs when you cut down trees. It does not make any sense to me at all. I don't even know why people think that's a good thing to do, because when the tree starts cracking, you can't hear it. So usually I'll put like my headphones in and listen to music when I'm cutting down the trees. Alright, so now the hard part's coming. You just gotta prep your body for this. You're gonna be like, you have to go to therapy. This is so traumatic. Let's get started, if you know what I mean. Alright, so you gotta do things you gotta do. This isn't always a nice thing to do. Get through it. You're good, don't worry about it. Alright, so now we're gonna focus on taking the body away. So the stump looks pretty happy. There's not much left of it. The main part of the tree also looks pretty happy. I think it's gonna get through it. Actually, it's dead. I'm sorry, we killed it. So now you can take your earmuffs off, your tape off, and your other tape off that fell off, that cut with a chainsaw by mistake. I mean, things always got a plan, but simple things don't. I didn't wear my safety glasses in the cab because it was fogging up from all the tears. So you can take your safety glasses off. Now the tree's down, it's safe, it's out of the way, it's not gonna hurt anyone. I mean, again, you might want to see a doctor after this. Right, so now the tree's down, the body's taken care of. It's in the woods over there. Just don't tell anyone. Don't tell my boss because he wants me to cut it for firewood, but I can't cut it. It's too much work. takes too long. Alright, so now I'm gonna clean up some of the limbs and I'm gonna put them with the body. If we just took a life. I don't know what to say. That's the only way I can put it because it's true. It's not like we didn't. I don't like it. It's sad. I do this way too often. I spend half a day crying and I idle my excavator until it runs out of gas. I'm gonna go inside and have my hot cocoa next to the fire, maybe with my dog, I'm not sure. And I'm gonna finish my book about the emotional part of tree felling, because that's a big part of tree felling and logging, if you guys don't know. Why am I wearing these? It's all trial and error, if you know what I mean. What is that dot? Ready? Ready, ready, ready? Look at it. So before we get into taking this life, what? The emotional part of tree felling. If you guys want to get it, I have a link to my Amazon store. It's like, okay, so now I'm gonna clean up. How do you access that? Get some duct tape